We're about to begin a three-part series on self-awareness. And today we're going to talk about emotions because you as a leader, it's very important for you to know what emotions are and how to work with them. I'm Adrian from Adrian's Avenue, and I bring you information that's rich, relatable, and relevant that you can use every day in your leadership skills. Let's jump right in. When we talk about emotions, we're basically talking about our feelings. What makes us feel certain ways. Sometimes we feel good, sometimes we feel bad. The emotions may be good, the emotions may be bad. But basically, emotions are talking about our feelings. Now, when we talk about emotions, some people think that emotions have no place in the workplace. And I would challenge you on that because emotions are the thing that makes us human, so they do have a place in the workplace. What are the benefits of emotions? Emotions have several benefits. They prompt us to take actions such as survival, avoiding danger, making decisions, understanding ourselves, and even understanding others. Without these emotions, we can't really understand others and understand ourselves and why we're acting like we're acting. So emotions are very beneficial when paid attention to. Just think, what would this world be like if we weren't able to show our emotions or show our feelings? What would you be like if you weren't able to show emotions and feelings? You could not respond to others. Others could not respond to you. No one would ever know how you're feeling or what you're thinking because you're without emotions. It almost seems like you're not human when we don't have emotions. Emotions like losing a close friend or family member and not being able to grieve, that's an emotion. Or an emotion like hurting someone and not being able to feel remorse for what you've done. That's an emotion. These are emotions that we need to get over things, to get through things. Emotions are very valuable when they're used in the proper way. Emotions can actually help us in a couple of ways. The emotions that we show can sometimes lead to a deeper issue than just what feels like a surface issue. If there's an anger issue and you're always getting angry with someone, always having a discussion and it's ending up in an argument, there may be a different issue, a deeper issue that you need to address. So emotions can be just a signal to you to know that there's something else that's going on inside that needs to be addressed. Now, the second thing emotions can do is help us propel to a different direction. Let's say you take a test and you didn't pass the test, or if you interviewed for a job, didn't do good in the interview and didn't get the job. This could be an emotional disappointment that would actually propel you to do better at the next test that you take, or study harder for the test, maybe prepare yourself better for the interview so you can get the job. But it can move you in a way, in a different direction that you need to go in, a higher, better direction. So these kind of emotions of disappointment sometimes work in your favor. So emotions are actually good. I personally don't think emotions should be suppressed. Even in the workspace, I don't think they should be suppressed. You know, as a leader, we want to be an example for our team. We want to be strong, but emotions can show that we're human. I can remember a time, it's been years and years ago, that I lost an employee. She passed away of cancer, and I had to tell it to the team. And of course, me being the leader, I had to be strong. And while I was in front of them, I was trying to be strong, and I was strong and got it out without showing emotions, well, without crying at least. But when it came to me telling my boss, my superior, I broke down on the phone because it was just so much for me to handle. She was a great employee. And when I thought about the struggles that she had with coming to work, and she lost her battle to cancer, you know, that affected me. And so I'm not a proponent of suppressing your emotions. You can suppress so much until one day you may just erupt with emotions because you've suppressed them. So emotions are something that even in the workplace we need to deal with. And if we need to cry, let's show it. If we need to do something else, let's show it. As long as we get those emotions out and they're helpful for us and helpful to us. Now, before I get to my last tips, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and that like button so that you can remain up to date on all the information as it becomes available to you. Now, there are three things that I'd like to share with you to help you kind of understand how your emotions fit into the way we function. First of all, our mind enables us to think. Our wills enable us to actually choose the things we do. And emotions help us to respond to how things come at us. And that's the way emotion fits into the whole picture, the grand scheme. Well, that's it. But the last thing that I'd like for you to remember in all of this is that your emotions and feelings are just gauges. They're not the guide. And so they should be reporting to you and not dictating the final decisions or the final ways that you act.